On first down, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Sean Lee is a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
Second and 10, Smith again. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take it down to the 40. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. They get 25 yards out of that one. And it'll give the Chiefs a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players.
Trying to fight his tight end Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Down the numbers. There he goes. The 30. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
Nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
Charles the lone setback. Now Smith. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They run it. It's Charles. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. They'll let Charles try and get him in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of 1. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Charles. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jamal Charles taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a three-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football, because he carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
Throwing. Prescott out left side here to Bryant. A glance back at 2016 for Dez Bryant. 50 receptions, under 800 yards, had 8 touchdowns. What do you make of the season that Dez had?
Well, remember, it started with Dez injured, so it took a little while for him to get started. I'm going to make a bold prediction for you. Would not shock me at all if he doubled his catch number next year and darn near doubled his receiving yardage total. Because if he's healthy all year long, they're going to want to take some pressure off of the run game themselves, and Dak Prescott in his second season should be that much more confident throwing it downfield.
Caught left side, Williams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Let's go! 38.
Prescott to throw it. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 16-yard touchdown run in their lead. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
But what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
And now here comes Kansas City. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing.
Jamal Charles, nobody in front. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Jamal Charles, 76 yards. And the Chiefs strike quickly here for 6 points. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
That's fielded in the end zone. And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And they're able to get this one across the 35. there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. To throw is Prescott. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now, that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place. And
usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to make it third down and less than a yard. They get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on third down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And they're going to speed things up here. Prescott now on 2nd down. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Fourth down, Prescott. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now for the offense, this is play number 11 here on this drive. They come out here in the I. They'll run, McFadden. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. Bryant, the lone receiver, left.
Let's go!
Final play of the half. Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Now Bailey to tack on the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. Oh, the Cowboys recovered it. Yes, Cowboy football. Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big, and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game, and we can kind of do what we want.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Time running out here on the play clock. Now flags, and we're going to get a delay of game. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Play fake for Charles. Now Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
3rd and long, it's Smith. He's got time. Dancing to his left. Quick slant. That's caught by the veteran Macklin. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. They're going to go for it. It's Smith. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. A couple of Chiefs there to bring him down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Again, it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
In my book, that's running the ball well but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you're worried about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. So on third and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains. And quickly, they get to the line.
I don't want to sound old or anything here, partner, but I remember the days in this situation where you just put the ball in the hands of a running back.
Niall Davis off to the races. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Niall Davis, 61 yards. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for two is snuffed out. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They come out here in the eye. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He was a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlight showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
Defense looking to hold serve one last time here on 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Des Bryant, 55 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 104 yards. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. Well, a little risk, a little trickeration on that return, but hey, the payoff, a touchdown.
And because this is the NFL, no band on the field, no trombone guy getting trampled going into the end zone. But how about how they got it done and turned it into a touchdown?
And that's one of those things where if that's a fumble on a lateral, the coach is angry. But if it works and you get in the end zone, it's a pat on the back, right?
It's something you have to do. You got to try it.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And they're going to go soft on the corners. 2nd down, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Justin Houston in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
Come on, let's go.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And now they're in the hurry-up. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the 2nd down incompletion. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
And he's going to be marked down deep into Kansas City territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 54 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. 1 man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Prescott. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to...
But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And again here, we'll see the Wildcat. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. They come up in a 2 tight end look here.
Come on, let's go.
And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
And that's a real risky play call to run it here with time being such a major factor. They need points here and fast.
And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a cutback left and a crease here. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. Here's Smith looking to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They come out here in the eye. A give to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.